Anyway, this is a poem I wrote for Sean. One thing you need to know about this poem, the Oregon Expressway, to my knowledge, is a road in California that does not go to Oregon. Or at least not part of it. So we're not in, anyway. Dear Sean, you were the first friendly face to welcome me, an unfamiliar boy in a not yet familiar basement. I won't build grandiose monuments to simple human decency, but it was nice of you, and I still remember. Tonight it was my turn to welcome you. If I did a less than stellar job as your host, forgive me. Overwhelming daily fatigue has all but supplanted my personality. I have no time to be a gracious host. I have no money to be an appreciative fan, but perhaps it would fall upon me to play the role of tour guide. Show you around the city I now call home. Here then is the lay of the land. I work in Silicon Valley. Maybe you've heard of it. Bordered on the north by the glittering spires of San Francisco, bordered on the south by the confident towers of San Jose, it is indeed a valley, some 30 miles long. A coastal lowland of fertile soil, the intellectual breadbasket of the Republic of California. Silicon is the second most abundant element in the Earth's crust. Silicon is literally common as dirt. All valleys, therefore, are silicon. But those spires and those towers bespeak a bold communal disregard for the bothersome truths of geological fact. People of this coastline have spun literal dirt into figurative gold, wove the integers 1 and 0 into their own private Google, proved that flesh and blood saints could trump celluloid angels in the creation mythology that is America. Things are different here, Sean. Did they card you at the state line? Nights and weekends, I tutor SAT English to the children of foreign-born programmers. California imports most of its technicians. California is more of a big picture kind of guy. Days and weekends. Now you begin to understand my fatigue. I'm an unpaid intern for a startup social gaming company. I'm told that is a real thing. Most days I commute to work on the train, but on days when the schedule eludes me, or when I wish to feign a greater degree of autonomy, I rent a zip car, and I drive south on Highway 101. The streets are paved with gold, or they would be if the gods of Northern California went in for that sort of thing. This is not Hollywood. Redwood City, Menlo Park, Palo Alto, Mountain View, Cupertino, Sunnyvale, town halls with the tax revenue of nation-states, public libraries on the scale of private universities, a private university magnanimous enough to let Harvard pretend. My clients are millionaires who barely speak English. Their bosses are billionaires who barely speak American. Everybody drives hybrid cars. Baronial estates, living room chandeliers visible from the freeway, world-renowned corporate citadels of glass, steel, and parking lot. Hybrids everywhere. They're good for the environment. They're good for employee morale. They let the team know you're one of them. Days when the zip car queue smiles upon me, I get to play CEO on the highway at 42 miles per gallon. I've never, in my life, seen a city try so hard to be itself as San Francisco. Sometimes New York is not rude to everybody he meets. There are days when Chicago has a salad for lunch. Seattle and Portland are sometimes asked for the wrong autograph, and some days they humor the poor guy. Los Angeles will pretend to be any city you like for $100 and a screen credit. Occasionally, Charlotte goes out without her makeup on. San Francisco never once breaks character. It must be exhausting. You try it. You try being politically sensitive, culturally aware, flamboyantly gay, fastidiously casual, snobbish about chocolate and indie music all the time, as if there were cameras following you. I'll bet you anything you can't do it, and you're Sean Mulroy, for Christ's sake. The fog just is. No predicate nominative is worthy of it. I rode the elevator with the fog once. It kept to itself in the corner. Nodded politely as I got in, got off after just 2 floors, and blushed itself sunset, embarrassed for not having taken the stairs. The world needs a pressure release valve, and that's America. America needs a pressure release valve, and that's California. If your king cannot tolerate your religion, steam yourself to America. If New England Puritans cannot tolerate your lifestyle, steam your way to California. If the potatoes rise diseased and blackened from the soil, steam your way to America. If the soil of Oklahoma rises into a tower of dusty rage over your head, steam your way to California. If the chairman of the Central People's Committee labels you a dangerous Republican, steam your way to America. If the mayor of Corpus Christi, Texas labels you an Oriental, steam your way to California. You can keep your tire. You're poor. Give us your hyperactive, your angel funded, your muddled beatniks yearning to smoke weed. Alaska has poor broadband penetration. Hawaii can't get anything done because out there tomorrow is always too proximate an excuse. California is the last refuge of the misfit pioneers. It's why all the billionaires build spaceships. It's why the phone in your pocket weighs less than your wallet. It's why a case of your favorite Merlot costs less than a ticket east to France. Welcome to Democracy 2.0. The democratization of democracy. Greece was the alpha, but the oracle is on our side now. America was the public beta. This is the golden master. This is the version that will scale. On Saturday nights, the hybrids of Silicon Valley sleep alone in their two-car garages. On Saturday nights, the hybrids of Palo Alto have nothing better to do because the parvenus of the digital age are out driving their real cars. They buckle into imported American nameplates like Lotus, Jaguar, and Ferrari. If these cars could, they would burn unrefined oil. If these cars could, they would burn unpaid interns. They burn gently down the Oregon Expressway and then roar northbound on 101, bound for the strip clubs, leather bars, rave halls, and cocaine-fueled dance parties of San Francisco, the most decadent city in the Western Hemisphere. Do not speak to me of Rio de Janeiro. Do not speak to me of Las Vegas. They don't have the money to do it right. It takes an 8-figure stock portfolio to destroy yourself this ostentatiously. Oh, Sean. The formation of California was not a process of escape. It was a process of distillation. This is the most American place on earth, a continent of pioneers with no more west to go, bound in by the inexorable cordon of the vegan tsunamis and organic typhoons of the world's largest, most malevolent pacifist.
Oh my God.